Welcome, welcome, welcome to the Digital Edge.
Great to be here.
We've got some really exciting news today, something pretty major in the AI space. IBM has just become the first cloud provider offering Intel's new Gaudi 3 AI accelerators.
That's right. And it's a significant move. Basically, IBM is making some seriously powerful AI hardware, much more accessible than it has been.
Accessible how? Lower cost.
Exactly. It's about tackling the high price tag that usually comes with this kind of specialized AI gear, opening the door for more businesses.
Okay, so this just happened, right? May 2nd, 2025. IBM Cloud is the first place you can actually get your hands on Gaudi 3 commercially.
Yep. First major cloud deployment for Gaudi 3. The core idea is, look, Gen AI is amazing, but running those big models takes a lot of computing power.
Which means expensive hardware.
Precisely. It's a barrier.
Yeah.
So IBM and Intel are trying to, lower that barrier, make it more economically feasible for companies to actually use advanced AI.
And this isn't just some minor tech upgrade people are tinkering with. The whole Gen AI field is exploding, isn't it? I saw a Gartner forecast.
Oh yeah, it's huge. Gartner's projecting, was it $644 billion in worldwide Gen AI spending for 2025?
$644 billion. That's a massive jump from 2024, like 76% or something.
76.4%, yeah.
Yeah.
Just shows how quickly Gen AI is becoming, critical infrastructure for businesses. It's not just experimental anymore.
Right. Companies want to use it, automate things, innovate faster, but then they hit that wall, the cost of the specialized chips.
And that's exactly where Intel's Gaudi 3 comes in. It's built specifically for these demanding Gen AI tasks.
Like what specifically?
Things like running the big models,
Yeah.
what they call large model inferencing, and also fine-tuning them. Plus, it supports open frameworks.
Why is the open support important?
Well, it means you're not locked into one company system.
Right.
More flexibility. It's particularly good for those multimodal models that handle text, images, maybe other data types too, and RAG.
RAG, Retrieval Augmented Generation, the thing that makes LLMs more accurate by pulling in outside info.
That's the one. So Gaudi 3 is designed to handle all that complex stuff efficiently.
Intel seems pretty bullish on this. I saw a quote from Saurabh Kulkarni at Intel.
Yeah, he talked about enabling businesses to scale up their Gen AI efficiently, getting optimized performance. It really feels like a shared goal with IBM.
Making AI more accessible, more cost-effective seems to be the theme.
Definitely. And IBM isn't just dropping these chips in isolation. They're weaving Gaudi 3 into their whole AI setup.
How's that working? Is it available everywhere on IBM Cloud now?
Not quite everywhere yet. It's a phased thing. Right now you can get it on IBM Cloud virtual servers on their VPC.
VPC, Virtual Private Cloud.
Right. But the plan is, this quarter, to add support for Red Hat OpenShift that's huge for containerized apps and also IBM's own watsonx AI platform.
Vulgar term.
Later in 2025, they're aiming for even broader deployment options across different kinds of IT setups, more flexibility for users.
Okay. Satinder Sethi from IBM Cloud mentioned giving customers more choice, more freedom, and again, that cost-effective angle.
That cost effectiveness is probably the headline grabber here. There were some benchmark tests.
Ah, yes. Signal 65 did those, commissioned by Intel.
Correct. And they found Gaudi 3 was, get this, 92% more cost efficient than the competition running Meta's big Llama 3 model.
92%. Performance per dollar.
Yep. That's a massive number. For businesses, that means you can potentially do way more AI for the same money, or the same AI for, a lot less money.
That could seriously change the game for companies that felt priced out before.
Absolutely. And it's not just about the cost savings, though. That's huge. The performance, the actual speed is up too.
Faster results.
Yeah, throughput, like tokens per second, saw big jumps. On IBM's own Granite model, for example, they saw like 43% more tokens per second for some workloads compared to competition on that Meta model.
Wow. So faster and cheaper. What's under the hood making this possible on IBM's side?
Well, they're pairing these Gaudi 3s with the latest Intel Xeon processors, the 5th gen ones. And as we said, it's on the VPC infrastructure for now. The chips themselves have a lot of high bandwidth memory, 128 gigs.
That helps feed the beast, right? Avoid data bottlenecks.
Exactly. Massive bandwidth, like 3.7 terabytes per second.
Right.
Plus, they use standard Ethernet for networking, which helps with integration. And they have strong support for open development tools like PyTorch via Hugging Face. Migration is supposed to be pretty straightforward, too. Minimal code change is needed.
Sounds versatile. Is it just for text generation or?
Oh, much broader.
Yeah.
Inferencing, 3D generation, text, images, video. Also analysis like classification, sentiment, translation, Q&A. Really focus on those complex LLMs, multimodal stuff, and RGI applications we mentioned.
And that huge memory and bandwidth are key for handling those giant models efficiently, like adding more lanes to a highway, you said.
Yeah, it prevents those data traffic jams, letting you process huge data sets much faster. Essential for modern AI.
We talked about virtual servers now and OpenShift and watsonx coming soon. Any other ways people will be able to use Gaudi 3 on IBM Cloud?
Yeah, they have a whole roadmap. They're planning automated deployment tools using Terraform in the first half of the year. Then later, things like integration with Red Hat OpenShift AI clusters, IBM Cloud Kubernetes service, and even pre-built architectures. Lots of options coming.
And making sure it plays nice with the tools developers already use.
For sure. Support for PyTorch, ONX, Deep Speed, those are key. And having access to that huge library of models on Hugging Face optimized for the software, that's a big accelerator for developers.
Okay, so wrapping this up, IBM jumping in first with Intel Gaudi 3 feels like a really pivotal moment. It's pushing towards making truly powerful AI not just technically possible, but actually affordable and usable for way more organizations.
That's the core message, I think. Lowering the barriers cost, complexity could really speed up how widely AI gets adopted and what new innovations we start seeing.
Absolutely. It definitely gives us all something to think about. So here's a question for you as you digest this. How could this shift towards more accessible, powerful AI change the game in your industry or your area of interest? What possibilities does it unlock?
Good question to ponder.
Definitely something to chew on. And that brings us to the end of this edition of The Digital Edge. Thanks so much for tuning in.